Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P Farm, thinking right out here in my lab, in the book. I do what I do for you. I got a nice lesson for you. We at number 5 when it comes to the chakras. We working our way up. Let's go. Rightisms, 25 would live by. Storyteller, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where I'm going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question. Do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's my goal. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. Yep. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and to my heart, be true. Number 5, we working on right thing. Let's talk about the 5th energy consciousness center, aka the 5th level of the chakras. Okay, Kundalini, located in the throat area. They do this, back in the little rascals. But it's called the throat chakra. Let's talk about it. The symbols of this center consist of, right here, I got it right here, a circle with the yoni in the middle. Okay, the color is blue, 5th chakra. Okay, see the yoni in the middle, see the circle, and you got, I think, 16 petals going around the outside, but you see the triangle and the circle, the yoni. Okay, that's what the symbols, and they representing the womb of creation from the 3rd energy center, number 3, and the flying elephant with 7 trunks. You thought a snake flying was bad, or a cow jumping over the moon trying to fly an elephant. Okay, Ganesha for the Indians, that was their big elephant guy. Story goes, Shiva left home, came back 9 years later. He got a son he didn't know about, and the son was playing the man of the house, and he don't know Shiva was his father. He giving Shiva a hard time. Shiva cut his head off. Then wife said, dude, that's your son. So sometimes you better pronounce yourself and let people know who you are. So that was an accident, but he ended up giving him the elephant head. So that was a little story from the Indian concept. All right, here we go. Every culture has stories. Stories to teach lessons. Mythological, allegorical stories. Moving on. Where we at? Okay, the elephant, the 7 trunks. The deity. Okay, the deity of this center is the 5-headed Shiva, representing, symbolizing the 5 senses. Smell, sight, hearing, touching, and tasting. Okay, and the one pointed attention. When I say concentration, that means you're going to focus on one thing. A magnifying glass take the sun rays and spread it out. But if you magnify it and put it on one spot, it will start a fire. It will ignite. Okay, so that's the whole point of concentration. You focus your concentration, you can start a fire, create something from nothing. Okay, now the element of this center is called ether. Now ether, that's the attributes of this element. They are, along with ether. Ether, the light is air, okay, another substance. But the attributes of this element are, you ready? At the 5th level, ego. Speaking, gaslighting yourself, Bigging yourself up, okay? Making more of yourself than you are. That's the problem with this level, because people who talk, they get a chance to exercise their ego. Ego, space, and solitude. Why is it that the good people have no friends? But God, if God is your buddy, you ain't gonna have no friends. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, you're gonna be short of friends if you're dealing with God. Everybody don't understand that, so don't get scared. You're gonna be alone. You're gonna spend a lot of alone time. But remember, you got God with you. You ain't never alone. So understand that. And for this level, at this level, your desires will include your desire for knowledge. You study, acquire, you want knowledge. Your goal is for self-control, learn to control that ego, okay? And the redefinition of your true self. That means you're in search of self. When you find it, you have to act on it. You have to become it. You have to be it. Okay? That's the difference. And your desires, you have to fulfill them in a manner in which you be happy with it. Not just physically. Not just because you get money, you having pleasures. Or no, it ain't about that. We stuck on stupid when it comes to that. Everything got to be materialistic. No. Your desire for self-improvement. Self-betterment. I mean, you have to put the work in for yourself. And that's how you benefit from putting the work in. And the predominant psychic activity, meaning your thought process, how you think, thoughts and ideas are divine speech. You will speak from the heart, speak honest, and selfless actions. You do the right thing. This center is also involved with your ability to what? Receive love from others. I mean, your heart had to be open. That was the last level. You just passed that level. So now you're into the speaking. You're into the talking, communicating. And you have to understand how to receive love from others. Your self-value. If you think less of yourself, everybody else will do. The higher and the more you think of yourself, the better you will be. Why? Because if you don't think highly of yourself, nobody else will. That's why. You got two guys. One believes that he can, one believes that he can't, and they're both right. Think about it. But most importantly, it is the center where what? Your energies of your other centers, especially your third, are what? Supplemented and used for self-development. You're using these qualities to better yourself as you move along. And this idea is known as, you ready? Turning around of the Shakti energy. Now, the Shakti energy from India, they know the Shakti is the female version, and it's always going downward, okay? Inward. Now they're going to teach you how to go outward. No longer you are directed your energy outward towards controlling others. Now you direct it inward. Go within. Go in. And learning to control yourself and developing your spiritual lifestyle. Meditative, spiritually disciplined lifestyle. You live, you act, you be according to what you know and what you think about yourself. You are who you think you are. Why? You're going to act in that manner. That's why. So, if you got it, flaunt it. Moving on. Now, the possible psychic dysfunctions. Remember, there's always two sides. And everybody wants the good side. Yeah, but you got to get the other side. They call it the dark side, whatever. No, but it's always two sides. And if I flip a coin, you call heads, I take tails. If it come up heads, I'm going to make sure there's a tails on there. I'm going to flip over. Look, okay, I'm good. Always check. Always check. Don't just blindly trust nobody. That way you don't get fooled. All right, I'm going to say, I got sixth grade education, but you can't trick me. Moving on. This function at this level, the main one is, you ready? Imbalance in this energy center may be expressed as your inability to communicate your needs to people around you and the world at large. Everybody's not good at outwardly communicating how they feel inward. Okay, introverts don't like to, I'm one of them. I don't pray out loud. I don't want nobody to hear my conversation between me and God. Simple. But that's what they're saying. I don't have a problem with that. I just choose not to. It's a choice. Thus, it is linked to what? An illness, such as harshness and sore throat. Why? Run off at the mouth all the time, talking loud, and James Brown saying nothing. Like a dull knife, ain't cutting nothing. So if you have nothing worthy to be heard, stop talking. If all you doing is run off at the mouth, you're going to end up with a sore throat, and nobody wants to hear half the things you got to say anyway, which usually occurs, what happened, as a result of communication difficulties, such as shouting and screaming in your attempt to what? To be heard. It don't make a difference how loud you say whatever you're saying. If the person ain't trying to hear you, it's fall on deaf ears anyway. So it ain't the volume of what you're saying, it's the quality of what you got to say. And a lot of people ain't trying to hear a whole bunch of nothing. So if you got nothing to say, shut up. That's all. Nobody never know. The animal. Next one is the animal symbol. Everyone got a symbol sign. This animal symbol for this center is, you ready? Is the elephant. Now the elephant is a celestial symbol. Okay? When the cow jumped under the moon, when serpent and rainbow, when the God is on the back of a serpent flying up into heaven, okay? All symbolic. You got an elephant that can fly. It is no longer bound to the earth. And elephants are so docile. You could take a rope and put him to a stake when he's a baby. And he won't pull that stake out and walk away. Why? He's trained to just be docile. They're not aggressive. They're not going to do nothing. And he got the power to just walk wherever he wants. But they control mentally. They just docile animals. So again, they have a purpose and a reason. All right? But the animal is the elephant. But it's elephant no longer is earthbound, but it's also what they call the sustainer of other realities. It's all metaphorical, it's all symbolical. And to understand the symbology behind it means you can implement it and use it and manifest it. That's why those who understand use it, those who don't know how. But the way to awaken that this energy center is you focus and here we go, concentrate on what? On why. You concentrate on whatever it is you're thinking about while mentally or vocally chanting the sound of this center. And all of them start with what? That's how you prepare and you warm up for meditation. Any athlete knows that before they perform, they have to warm up. Anybody by practice anything, you have to warm up. So is the warming up for your meditation process, okay, to clear the mind. That's what it's supposed to be for, okay? And for you beginners or your meditators, you have to realize it ain't easy, but it takes a process, and you practice it daily, you will get better. Trust me. And after the chanting of the sound of this center for several minutes, you know how many times you can say Om in 2-3 minutes? Okay, it was said that you would have to repeat this over 500,000 times. That's a long time, a lot of ohms. Okay, but they walked around all day, clearing their mind, focusing. Okay, that's what you do. And when you sit in quietly, you observing what? Another thing is important, that breathing technique. Breathing technique is important for meditation. When you can relax your mind and your body so that now you can visualize. The body and the mind is at ease. It's just flowing, it's functioning. Now that you are accomplished, you put in your mind, you visualize that you are an accomplished right thinker, a disciple, learning your lessons, practicing your teachings, who is on the path of what? You're on your path to Haruhood, a.k.a. enlightenment, Nihas. And your intent, your whole intent is on using all your available energies and your effort to realize the truth of your own existence. Knowing thyself should be your ultimate goal. Why? Once you get that, everything else will fall into place. If you get everything without that, it won't work. That's why. And they understood that. It has been proven. Trust me. Okay? So when you spend time knowing you spend all your energy and effort getting to know you to be your best self. You visualize yourself. What? Exercising what? Your now self-control over your ego self. And you have acquired wisdom when in all your situations. You should learn something from every situation that you encounter, be it good or bad. You should learn something from it. It's the experience that you got to learn. Again, that's life. Visualize yourself as what? Ether element, meaning you're lighter than everything, so that you just above everything. And you rise above and you go beyond all of the gross elements in these qualities. At the 5th level, you done rose above the fight or flight level. Now you're at the level where you're speaking what we call makaru, the truth from the heart. When you reach that level, now you only can go one more. If you're going higher, you got this part. You're speaking. Next is the visualization on the internal visualization, which is your 3rd eye. That's the 6th chakra. That's what I'm going to go into next. I'm going to stop this lesson. Why? Because this is a quick, short one. The 6th is a little longer, so I don't want to combine them and take up all your time. So at the 5th level, you learn to speak makaru. You learn to do and be your best self. You're finding yourself. You're getting there. Keep working. I'll be right back with the 6th level for you too. I'll be right back. In closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I've never known that my right thinkers have passed away. I'll be right back. I'm excited.